Boxing truth here. Let's talk a little bit about Gervonta Davis. He still has no date, no venue set for his next fight. Floyd Mayweather is keeping him in hiding, inactive for about 5 months. It's been almost 5 months since Mayweather struggled with an MMA fighter, went life and death. And Gervonta Davis had a very unimpressive performance. Knocked that guy out with a blow behind the head, pretty much a rabbit punch. The guy was a total bum, unworthy contender, undefeated but wasn't shit. And Davis didn't make weight, vacated the title, lost the title on the scales, 2 pounds over. So there's a lot of questions surrounding Davis's next move. What weight is he going to campaign at? We all know he's pretty much ducking Lomachenko for the time being, for at least another 4 or 5 years, until Floyd is comfortable to where he'll match Davis sometime in the future, maybe years from now, when Lomachenko finally starts slowing down. So that fight ain't on the horizon for at least another 2 more years, until Davis matures, becomes a little more disciplined, starts having better performances compared to his last one in the ring. So he's not going to fight Lomachenko. That's fine. No rush for that fight. Could use a little build-up. Davis could use a little more experience, have a little more defenses under his belt. Well, now that he's lost the title, he needs to get back into the title contention. And looks like he's going to waste his time on title eliminators, weak title eliminators, like against Billy Dib, which is, I think, being pushed around for his next fight. They're going to stay in the winning column. They're going to take safe fights for the time being, getting back into title contention. But what's the point in Davis staying at 130 pounds if he's not going to fight Lomachenko? To me, 130 is a very uninteresting division. I mean, none of these guys interest me. Burchett, could care less about watching him fight again. Francisco Vargas is pretty much washed. Salido is done, even though he's going to come back out of retirement. Lomachenko is in a realm of his own. Davis not going to fight him. And Agawa, he's an unknown commodity, but world champion. Not the biggest fight out there, but it's still a makeable fight for a fighter like Davis, who is trying to get his IBF strap back. But there's more attractive fights in 135 pounds, just 5 pounds north of Davis's previous weight class that he won a title in. So why not campaign there for the time being? I mean, why fight Billy Dib? Not a very interesting fight for a title eliminator. Then get into position to fight Agawa, who may be ordered to have a rematch with Pharma if that gets pushed around. Don't really see the controversy in that fight. I didn't score it, but I saw a very competitive fight between the two. If Farmer gets his shot and he can turn the tables in a rematch, then that would be an attractive fight for Davis to pursue. That would be a worthy fight, worthy headliner. It would be an interesting storyline to promote that fight. But other than that, there's really no attractive options outside of Lomachenko and Tevin Farmer for Gervonta Davis. I mean, is Burchett fight even makeable? He's looking to do voluntary defenses for the time being. So, Davis, there's really more fish to fry at 135. Wouldn't mind seeing him go the IBF route at 135, take on Robert Easter Jr. I would actually favor Gervonta Davis in that matchup. There's also Mikey Garcia fight. I would love to see Mikey Garcia, Gervonta Davis. Let's see how real Davis is. He's only 23 years old. Still needs some time to develop, but he's got a lot of physical talent, a lot of firepower, explosiveness, good puncher, athleticism, speed, and power. Just needs to improve his overall boxing ability. But if you ask me, to me, he's on the outside looking in. He appears to be the second best junior lightweight in the world, which is why a lot of people want to see him fight Vasyl Lomachenko. There's no other 130-pounder I would pick among the top 30-pounders that I would pick to beat Gervonta Davis outside of Lomachenko. So many are saying Davis ain't ready, he'll get trashed, and most likely he is not ready for Lomachenko right now. But maybe in a year or two, he could be a lot better. He could be more of a challenge for Lomachenko in the future. So we'll see where Davis goes from here. I really will be disappointed if he goes the 130-pound IBF route, especially if Farmer doesn't get the rematch or loses the rematch. It looks like we're going to have a bunch of uninteresting fights for Davis's foreseeable future for the time being. Not no lucrative, significant, more interesting fights. 35 pounds, I believe, is where Davis should campaign at for more significant fights. 30 pounds if he wants to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. But if he's not going to take that fight, then there's not many attractive fights at 130 pounds for Gervonta Davis. The same goes for Lomachenko, who is planning to move up sooner rather than later. Let's see if Floyd stops fucking up with him, keeping him inactive, keeping him in hiding. It's been 5 months, dog. Why ain't you promoting this cat? He should be fighting a little more often. Should be headlining cards, not having to travel, too, to make mandatory title defenses. Thought this kid was a draw. How come he's not making Lomachenko type money? And you trying to say Lomachenko's underpaid, Floyd? What's up with your fighter, dog? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.